Welcome to Venture Onward, your go-to hub for comic book reviews, best comic books, superhero comics, DC Studios news, and all the updates you need across DC Universe, DCU movies, and Justice League. Tonight, we're reporting on the latest shakeup in Gotham. The Batman Part 2, starring Robert Pattinson, is gearing up for an October 2027 release, with a new face joining the cast, Scarlett Johansson. Please subscribe, like, and click the notifications to keep up with everything from DC Comics adaptations, DC comic book arcs, and all the behind-the-scenes moves across Marvel Studios movies and MCU movies too. Sources confirm Scarlett Johansson is in talks for a role opposite Robert Pattinson. Jeffrey Wright returns as Jim Gordon, Andy Serkis is back as Alfred Pennyworth, and Colin Farrell reprises Oz Cobblepot / the Penguin, now holding more power than ever after the events of HBO Max's Penguin series. Production design will be led by Luke Hull, with Eric Messerschmidt as cinematographer. Zoe Kravitz, however, will not return as Catwoman, confirming Selina Kyle's story ended with her departure to Bloodhaven. The male villain remains uncertain. Fans are speculating on returns for Barry Keoghan as Joker or Paul Dano as Riddler, but nothing has been confirmed. The role is being kept under wraps, but multiple reports rule out several classic Gotham characters. Catwoman, already played by Kravitz. Poison Ivy, Talia al Ghul, Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie and Lady Gaga already portray high-profile versions. Rumors suggest Johansson could play Vicky Vale, the Gotham Gazette reporter, potentially reimagined as Lady Arkham, or the mysterious Andrea Beaumont / Phantasm, a vigilante figure from the 1993 animated Batman, Mask of the Phantasm, complete with skull mask, voice modulator, and smoke-scrolling gauntlets. Sources highlight Reeves' love for 90s Batman animated continuity, tying into his previous reinterpretation of the Riddler in 2022. Phantasm would fit Gotham's tone of villains acting as sympathetic vigilantes. The Penguin HBO Max series plays directly into the sequel's world. Oz Cobblepot manipulates rival crime families, surviving assassination attempts. The series explores psychedelic drugs, flood recovery in Gotham's lower districts, and subtle teases for the Court of Owls. Selina Kyle does not return, but her letter influences other characters, hinting at unresolved Gotham storylines. This continuity suggests Matt Reeves' Gotham operates in parallel with James Gunn's DCU, not merging with the upcoming Peacemaker, Clayface, or animated creature Commandos Gotham. All of this exists amid uncertainty over Warner Bros. Discovery's sale. Top bidders include Paramount Skydance, owned by Larry Ellison and David Ellison; Netflix, led by Ted Sarandos; Comcast / NBC Universal; Middle Eastern Sovereign Wealth Funds. Paramount Skydance could influence James Gunn and Peter Safran's control over DC Studios, while Netflix hints at theatrical guarantees despite its streaming-first model. Legal letters and antitrust questions are already circulating, leaving the franchise's creative autonomy in limbo. The Batman sequel is moving forward, but what happens under new ownership remains uncertain. This could determine whether the Pattinson Batman becomes the sole franchise, or if other DCU films continue under parallel leadership. That's the latest on the Batman Part 2. Scarlett Johansson joining, Pattinson returning, and Gotham's criminal underworld poised for more chaos. Production is set to start soon, with big questions about DC Studios' future hanging over the franchise. Stay tuned for updates on DC superheroes, Batman comics, Wonder Woman comics, DC Comics reviews, DC comic book arcs, and everything else shaping the DC universe. Please subscribe, like, and click the notifications for ongoing coverage of DC Studios movies, Marvel Studios updates, and all your comic book characters and cinematic universe breakdowns.